The Muffin Man is a 2-year-old stray cat who loved to spend time visiting a particular Good Samaritan in his neighborhood. She would let him come in and out of her house on occasion, but the Muffin Man never stayed long. Then one day, he came to her house with his hip bone sticking out. It was as if he knew exactly who would help him in his time of need. The Good Samaritan quickly brought him to the Cleveland APL so he could get the medical care he needed. Our veterinary team immediately took x-rays and determined that this sweet cat had a broken hip that would need a specialty surgery. Thanks to donations to our Second Chance program, we were able to send him to an orthopedic surgeon without a second thought. There, the Muffin Man underwent a procedure called a femoral head ostectomy, where the head and neck of his femur were removed to alleviate the pain in his hip joint. Following surgery, the Muffin Man was sent to a loving foster home to heal and to get all of the love he could ever want.
The Second Chance program made sure that the Muffin Man got the care he needed. He received pain medication as soon as he got here to help alleviate any discomfort from that injury. And then he was able to get the surgery he needed to go on and live a long, normal life. So he was a lucky kitty that he adopted this person and that she knew where to come when he needed the care that we were able to give him.
Finally, after nearly 3 months in our care, this once severely injured cat was a healthy, happy boy who didn't show a single sign of the serious injury he had suffered. Thanks to donations to the Cleveland APL Second Chance program, this sweet boy is now in a happy home, getting lots of love from his new mom. When our humane agents came across 5-year-old Jack Russell Terrier mix Sheila May, they knew she could get the help she needed at the Cleveland APL. Preliminary veterinary exams showed that she was using her back legs only 25% of the time. The rest of the time, she would limp or drag her legs. Sheila May had filthy fur and was covered in fleas. She had pressure sores and road burn on her back. But despite her condition, Sheila May was a happy, friendly dog. Our amazing veterinary team immediately went to work to help Sheila May. X-rays showed that she had an old fracture in her hip, but that didn't explain why she couldn't get around. She was started on a course of prednisone in hopes that her condition would improve. After 10 days, Sheila May was able to get up on her own. Even though her gait remained altered and stiff, our team was encouraged that they were on the right path towards improving this sweet girl's quality of life. Sheila May was sent to a neurological specialist who confirmed our team's suspicion that she had more going on than an old fracture. She was diagnosed with chronic back disease. A care plan was developed, and she was sent to the home of a loving APL foster care volunteer to put it into action and begin management of her condition. Once in her foster home, Sheila May began to stand while eating, and she chose to show how happy she was by rubbing her face and body along the carpet and requesting belly rubs. Not only was her body healing, but so was her spirit.
When it comes to the Second Chance program with Sheila May, it's not one big upfront cost that we were spending with her. It was a gradual trickle of money that went into her to do everything from try different medications, send her to a neurologist, have all the care that she needs to be able to gain the strength. With the time and the care, and then going to foster and just beating all of our expectations, she ended up doing really well. She has gotten past all of those old injuries, and she does have a little wiggle in her walk that she's left with, but she's perfect the way she is.
Finally, after nearly 3 months in our care, Sheila May was ready to find a home to call her own. Although her condition would always require management, like non-slip surfaces and courses of medication, Sheila May's quality of life was good. All she needed now was a family that would love her unconditionally and understand her challenges. You probably have a good idea where this story's going. When the day came for her foster family to send in photos for her adoption profile, they decided they couldn't live without her. Sheila May was already home. Now Sheila May is the love of her family's lives. She gets around well and is particularly fond of watching squirrels. She has even attempted to run. But best of all, Sheila May got a second chance at the Cleveland APL that came complete with a new, loving, doting family that fills her days with cuddles. Welshly, a 4-month-old kitten, was found by a staff member one rainy morning after being abandoned at the front door of the Cleveland APL in a large tote. Our team immediately went to work assessing him and giving him the help he needed. Our admissions team noticed that he was not using his back legs and immediately sent him to our clinic for further assessment.
We took some x-rays of him and determined that his pelvis was dislocated, and okay, that's not a big deal. So then we took the rest of his x-rays and found all of his intestines were in his chest.
Who's this handsome boy?
He had experienced blunt force trauma, probably hit by a car. The fact that it didn't kill him is amazing. I don't know if someone found him or if it was their cat, but they knew where to come and they left him at the right place, and we were able to manage his pain, get him stabilized, and contact a specialty surgeon.
Even though Welshly couldn't walk and clearly was in a lot of pain, he had a sparkle in his eyes that made our team want to fight for him even more.
Oh, yummy.
Due to the severity of Welshly's injuries, our team was cautiously optimistic that he would make it. They made him comfortable and gave him everything he needed to fight.
Ooh, good job, buddy.
And fight he did. Thanks to donations to our Second Chance program, Welshly was able to get the surgery he needed to repair his diaphragmatic hernia. It was a very big surgery for such a small kitten, especially when they found out that Welshly's entire liver and small intestines were in his chest cavity. But Welshly proved that he had a fighting spirit and was determined to survive. Following his surgery, Welshly went to the loving home of an APL foster care volunteer, where he was able to heal and begin to live life as a normal kitten.
When Welshly went to foster, he had to have cage rest to recover from his broken pelvis and just rest to recover from this huge surgery that he underwent. And he had a big thing to recover from. His diaphragm had to be sewn back up. He had a really large incision, and he was a little fearful of humans. So his foster worked on so many things with him, and he did really, really well and went on to just look like the picture of health. You would never know anything's wrong with him.
After a month and a half in our care, Welshly was ready to find a loving home to call his own. And it truly didn't take long for this amazing guy to find his perfect family. Just one day after going up for adoption, Welshly was heading home to his new family and a lifetime of love.